Hi, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to my third text set video. The first book I reviewed is called The Door in the Wall by Marguerite d'Angely. This book is a historical fiction novel and won the John Newbery Medal Award. Taking place in medieval times, this book is about a young boy named Robin who lost the use of his legs due to the plague. At the time, his parents are away, so a friar named Brother Luke comes and takes him to the monastery and assists him with his recovery. The next book I reviewed is called Mr. Waffles by David Weissner. This is a picture book that won the Caldecott Medal. Almost made up entirely of pictures, this book is about a tiny spaceship full of aliens who are stranded in a house. They're being chased by the cat who lives there, Mr. Waffles. But all these aliens want to do is fix their spaceship so they can go home. The next book is a book I had the pleasure of discovering during a class activity. Joseph Had a Little Overcoat is a Jewish tale by Sims Tabak about a man who had an overcoat, and he keeps repurposing it into something smaller and smaller until he has nothing left. This book is actually based off a Yiddish song, I Had a Little Overcoat. The genre of this book is a picture book, and it won the Caldecott Medal Award as well as the National Jewish Book Award for children's picture books. Hot Air, the mostly true story of the first hot air balloon ride, is written by Marjorie Priceman. This witty tale is a picture book, and it won the Caldecott Medal Award. This book teaches readers about the first hot air balloon. However, it takes the perspective of three animals, a duck, a sheep, and a rooster. Cathedral, the story of its construction, written and illustrated by David Macaulay. This book describes the construction of a medieval cathedral, and the author uses intricate ink illustrations. This book is a picture book, and it won the Caldecott Medal. The next book is Ashanti to Zulu, African Traditions by Margaret Musgrove. As the title suggests, this book gives A to Z facts about African traditions. The genre is informational text, and it won the Caldecott Medal Award. The next book is Duke Ellington by Andrea Davis Pinkney. This book is a biography, and it won the Caldecott Medal Award. It follows the life of an outstanding jazz player, Duke Ellington. Lastly, my feature text is Lon Popo, a Red Riding Hood story from China. This is a Chinese version of the popular fairy tale Little Red Riding Hood. Instead of Red Riding Hood going to visit her grandmother, there are actually three children whose mother leaves to go visit their grandmother, known as Popo. But a wolf comes to the house of the children pretending to be their grandmother. These three children protect themselves by outsmarting the wolf. I chose this book as my feature text because I love fairy tales, and I especially love seeing different versions of fairy tales, so it was really interesting to read this Chinese version. I thought the illustrations were beautiful, and there are many ways to use this book in the classroom. So for the first content area, I picked language arts. After reading Lon Popo, the class will discuss the genre of fairy tales and how they may vary from culture to culture. As a class activity, students will work in pairs to create their very own fairy tale comic strip using the website Pixton. The students will then present their fairy tale comics to the class. I designed this lesson for second graders and used Ohio State Standard for Writing 6. So this is the Pixton comic that I made called The Prince and the Dragon. As you can see right here, I made my own background, characters, and text. And I really enjoyed this website, and I actually had a lot of fun writing this fairy tale. So I think this is something that the students will definitely enjoy doing. The next content area I chose is social studies. Students will collaborate in groups to create a bunsi on some aspect of Chinese culture. And then the students will present their bunsis to the class. I also designed this lesson for second graders, and I used Ohio State Social Studies Standard 9. So the aspect of Chinese culture that I decided to make a bunsi on was on Chinese New Year. So right here I have an image of a dragon with a link to a YouTube video about Chinese New Year and a little panda with a link to the calendar for the Chinese New Year and how it was from the very first Chinese New Year up till this day, and how each year is the year of a different animal. And then over here, another link specifically talking about Chinese New Year and many different aspects of it. So this concludes my third text set video. Thank you so much for watching.